Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I know that combat was so exciting it just blew you away. No! But I'm a tacky person, so get used to it. It's a carpet. I'm gonna come back. So as you guys are searching on the grounds, you see the 17 with them assisting you at orbital stun point for the extra perspective. You had already found the wand. One of the things that you notice is that the wand that's in the grounds definitely was sitting there for a period of time. There's no question in your mind. It's been sitting there for a while. It wasn't just dropped. It wasn't just placed. That last 2 weeks, it probably was here. Okay. As for on the people. You quickly able to, this is what Doc is able to get from her perspective. They're both Perrin. No doubt in your mind, they're both Perrin. Touching their faces and other bitty bits. There's no illusions on them. There's no surprise with that whatsoever. But also searching over their persons, the one that was left behind around the bush over there, they also did have on them a small, like a crystal, like an arcane focus, something that allows them to cast their magics. But so that person happened to be trained in magic. Clearly, you saw them casting spells, right? They had a little crystal on them, an arcane focus. They did not have any scrolls on them. The person with the sword did. One scroll. Josh, think you have to spend an MP to figure it out?
The MP just tells me if it's magical. It's so I don't have to I can't fail looking for magics. I'm gonna take the scroll. I'm not gonna worry about it just yet. I'm gonna take it in any other items, and I'll do a mass identification.
Gnomish. So roll me an
Oh yeah, I'll just look at it. I'll read it then.
Out loud.
14.
With the stun point.
So.
Yeah, give me 1 second to see if that. I think you're fine. So it's written in Gnomish, and it's one of those things where you know what this is. This is to set a sensor.
Oh goodness. Laszlo says that. Like in character, he's like, "Oh no." Oh,
so they're preparing then.
Yeah, this is for spying.
Yes, it is. Okay, so they're preparing then, because this is a potential weak point. They were able to send insurgents in. They will be able to get through, and therefore they will be able to make an attack. Can you tell if there are others set up?
It might take some time, but I could try. It's gonna take a little time. Should we finish here first?
Yes, we should finish here first. Sorry, okay. It was more of a question of ability more than a question of right now.
I could try to sense it.
Okay.
But depending on how well it's hidden and where it is, I would assume, though, this is probably the first.
Well, based on 3 months in between attacks prior to this, yeah, I would say probably.
I would assume the first attacks were tests to see if this is weaker. And then this was to set up a larger ambush so that they'd have intel on the actual town.
How does the sensor work?
Well, you cast a spell.
If we were to cast this, would they have access to it, is what I'm asking.
It's the caster is usually who can get the information.
So they really anticipated on that guy. And I look
to be clear,
over
this is to set a sensor, so a spell somebody else scrying would be able to access much more easily. Mm-hmm.
Gentlemen,
yes.
Couldn't we use this to our advantage?
That's what I'm thinking.
No.
Couldn't we plant this somewhere?
No.
And act out something different?
Maybe.
You changed your tune very quickly there.
I'm sorry. I made a wrong decision.
No. It's I'm wondering what you were thinking. Why were you so hard on the
because they'd have access to it.
I think that's the point.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking of using it in that way. I'm not used to
fair enough
thinking in those terms.
We deceive. We put on a show.
I'd leave that up to you two.
Really, we would have to put it up to the town people, so we'll have to find the most talented among them and write up a script, but It's worth a shot.
They see a Venator. Do you know what that means for them? That means someone's coming to hunt them. I don't think that will scare these people. I think that will entice them. I don't know.
So we could manufacture then an ambush.
I think that's something that the Magister would have to decide, because it would be his troops, not us.
Of course, I'm just
dealing with that. But it's a good idea.
discussing
idea.
what
Yeah.
we present to the Magister.
Yes, I think it's a good idea.
Maybe
I
then
don't
we
know
can
if-
capture one.
Obviously, I don't think you should be anywhere near the sensor, Oscar.
No.
There's a multitude of ways that we can.
I mean, I can make myself look like a common soldier just as easily.
Well, the sensor could be hearing or sight. It's one or the other. It's not both.
And you can't tell which?
I decide. I casting.
Oh,
That's
I
the right
have
spell I'm thinking of, right,
such
Scott?
a gross idea.
Oh no.
She looks down at the dead bodies.
Yes, I think I know what you're thinking.
We could set Bernie.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a reference people won't get. Okay. Sure.
Let's get these two on ice and check out those other bodies that we needed to look at before. And we'll bring this to the Magister in the morning after I get blind drunk tonight.
You need whiskey? He pulls out another one of the small casks that he has on him.
After work.
Fair enough.
Just give me a couple of minutes, and I'm gonna grab the crystal. I'm gonna grab the sword. Obviously wasn't magical. I'll just touch it. Is it magical? And I'll spend an MP.
There's
Okay.
magic on there.
Yeah, but it's in of itself
Temporary.
isn't magical.
No, it's temporary magic that's currently on there. It's the frosted weapon. I mean, it lasts for a minute, so it's going to fade, if not all. It's fading
It
as we
would have
speak.
already.
Okay.
Yeah. You could have put it
So,
into a
uh,
beverage to cool it down real quick.
Our water skin. All right, cool. And then I'm gonna grab the crystal. I'll spend another MP. Is it magical or is it just like an arcane focus?
It's an arcane focus, so it has its own baseline magics or whatever.
Okay, and then it's just a scroll then. I don't think I need to identify this. We could leave now, if you'd like. Or I could check for if there is any
There's
sensors
also
here,
the
but I doubt it.
Wand.
Oh yeah, the wand. Okay, but
Yeah,
I could
you
take those.
Do you identify the wand right now?
If I do, it takes a minute. So I'll sit down and if he'll look around to see if the guy's around, the other guard, and he'll put his back
Is that a
towards
guard?
where
He's a tavern keeper.
Tavern keeper.
tavern keeper.
And he
Alright.
did get whistled for, so now he kind of comes around and he's like, oh, it is safe over here. Oh, okay, I heard the whistle, but I wasn't quite sure. I'm glad you're all okay.
Oscar just nods and then looks down at the dead bodies. Do you recognize either of them from the original attack?
Looks them over. Did quite a number on this one.
Sorry.
He points to the one that was the caster with the hole in the back of the, neck or whatever. He's like, that maybe that one. But again, its face is all like, twisted because of.
I did aim to go through his mouth, so I was hoping to damage it as little as possible, but, spears.
Again, but it's also the throes of death leave a twisted face.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So it hasn't been embalmed and worked on by
yeah.
So again, it's one of those things where he's like, I think this one was here before, I believe.
Okay. Well, let's get them back. And Oscar picks up the caster over the shoulder, and then...
Did you want me to do identify while you guys were having that conversation? Because it'll take 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's
to do
fine.
it.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Okay. So there's that.
Success.
You're selling
4 stunt
sidesteps out of the splash zone.
Can you save a couple mana for that? I
I could before. I think it's.
don't know if there's
something
any
else.
additional information you can make off of it too.
Oscar just.
Yeah, so I could I could reduce it down to 2, so it could only cost 1 to do both items. So, but this time he doesn't take his goggles. Noticing the guys around, he doesn't take his goggles off. And he's.
I'm going to tell you this because you're technically exploring. You can either use this as a stunt for the magic, or you can use a stunt because you're trying to discover more information. It's up to you.
Oh, I could do explore.
Yeah, so like more or less, you can use it for learning more information if you'd like.
I mean, efficient search. It would only. I'm not using items for it. And advantageous positioning is like range. It doesn't help with this, so I'll just deduct the MP.
Okay.
So
you're able to identify this as a wand of magic missile.
I think I get strength of it. I don't know if you want to relate that to charge. I'm not sure.
No, you're perfectly fine. So it's a wand of magic missile. You know that the wand of magic missile has. Do me a favor, Will. Throw me 3d6 dice out there, and you know that it's actually magic missile level 3, so it does 2 missiles at once with 12 charges.
Do you want me to do the extra perception check?
Equating this to old school magic missile, not 5e magic missile. What's up?
Do you want me to do the extra perception check for any additional, or is there no?
No, because you just reduced the MP, right? Oh, because you're doing that. Yes.
Because I'm a journeyman.
Yeah, sorry.
So 11, because there's +2 for arcane focus.
You don't hit your target number of 11, I think is what you needed, right?
I need 11. I hit it.
Yep. Total
I hit
9.
it. I get 2 more because I'm enchantment. I have an enchantment book focus.
So sorry. Yeah, you hit your thing. You notice that this wand here is grooved in such a way that it looks like it'd be comfortable with the placement of the thumb and everything on it for a right-handed person.
Okay.
Sorry. To be held in the right hand. Not held in the left hand. To be held in the right hand.
Okay, and if I remember correctly, the guy that you found, we talked about, used it in the left hand and had a sword in the right. Okay.
Correct.
So it wasn't for him. Okay, so I'll relay this information as I stand up, and I'll relay the information. 12 charges. Oof.
So he may have been holding it, but it wasn't designed for him.
No, the magic user had the one? Oh, you're right. No, yeah, okay. So he was just given this. This wasn't his.
Is there any chance, gentlemen, that it did not belong to either of these two, and that this is a relic of the battle past?
Believe so. Believe it was held by the individual who stole the Gish sword, or was perhaps a Gish trader.
The 2 dead that we found.
We inspected them there. We need to go we need to go inspect Slashes once more.
Okay.
Aye.
So you guys, do you bring the bodies with you, or do you leave them as they lie?
They are on the shoulders. I'm carrying them back.
It's quite the walk over a mile dragging these boys like this. The
Yep.
tavern keeper's like, whoa. This actually, he goes, we've all served. We all know the value of the cloak. And again, the way that an Maltese cloak is designed is that it can be used as a makeshift, like a stretcher.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it, but stretchers are designed like the cotton stretcher. He goes, I gladly carry the other side. And
as you are. And Oscar puts the bodies down and takes off the cloak and
nice nude look.
flips it out. Oh yeah, well he doesn't care. Flips it out, puts it down, rolls the bodies onto it, and then grabs the 2 corners.
And he grabs the other side. He'll hoist it up with and you can.
And Oscar's gonna take the lead for that, so that he has a bit of the easier side rather than,
And this guy is granted, Oscar's much
He's no
stronger.
slouch. But,
Oscar's much stronger, but he's also wearing armor and weapons and shield. This guy, like you just said, no slouch. He moves kegs and stuff like that, big barrels of wine. He's willing to, So the 2 of you are going to be able to, on what's effective. I can't remember the name. There's actually a specific name for
I can't recall right now off the top of my head, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
There's a term for it.
So, and again, Maltese cloaks are specifically designed that you do not leave someone on the battlefield. You pull them back for their family. So, So you bring them all the way back into the town. Do you head straight over to the makeshift kind of priesty morgue kind of area, or?
Tenter?
Yeah.
Is it Tenter?
I think it does begin with a T, but that name
sounds.
doesn't...
That sounds like one of the names for it. So yeah.
It sounds familiar, but I don't think that's it. Either way, where you have the apprentice Sarkados, or Sarsados, there Sarsados, the priest. There's the apprentice Sarsados inside there. So when you go in and kind of like bringing these bodies there. Maybe Chris Allen giving a polite knock on the door. Chris Allen, this is the first time seeing him. This is a 18, 19-year-old boy, dressed in more comfortable clothing than the others.
Never had his manhood.
He's not wearing a military uniform, but he most likely is. He's a Sarsados and he's an apprentice, so he's never earned his actual hedge. He's never fought in combat. He's a priest to Lady Orenda. He opens up the door and goes, hi, how are you? Oh, gentlemen, in, or men, in. And you guys bring them in and put the bodies down. He goes, looks like you went hunting, Venator.
Not intentionally, but yes. Found these on the site of the battle.
Is there a mage amongst them?
There was. And, walk them in, and, you can probably figure out which one.
Looks them over and goes, probably the one with less armor. Okay.
Yes, precisely.
Do you mind helping me strip them down so we can get them inside the chiller?
That would be preferable.
Can I just go in there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look at slashes while they're talking.
I would follow Laszlo.
It's worse than there.
Chrisellen, you may not want to go in there.
It's
The
dark,
talk of it
though.
is worse than the sight of it.
You open up the door and the smell of rotting is quite intense.
Okay. Composure
Still,
or what?
still
Constitution.
holding the mead, are you?
Yep.
All right, hold on.
If you drank all the mead, that's the problem. But if you still have it, you can
didn't
put
drink
that up
all
to
of
your
it.
nose. That's good. Keep it up to your nose. It's a strong smell.
Honestly, Chrisellen, it's one of those things where you don't have to vomit, but you start gagging.
She takes the bottle and like upside down over a finger and rubs it under her nose.
Yeah. Uh huh.
It's
It's
smart.
a small
pretty
cask too. This isn't just a bottle. This is a small cask.
Actually, she might put some on like a handkerchief or something
That
and
would be
hold
a
it
good
over
call.
her face.
Mm-hmm.
I want double stuffed Oreos right now. My wife
Yo.
keeps not buying ice
I have
cream.
some. You guys want it? We can share.
I actually have some as well.
Oh, my wife's not buying ice cream. She wants to be healthy or something, especially.
Wait a minute.
with
I
the
just saw
corona.
you eating a tub yesterday during the 8-hour
Oh, what? No, you said
of ice.
No, that was oatmeal.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
okay.
depressing.
That was oatmeal for breakfast.
Oh man.
And I mix plain.
You know that there's
I mix
Oreo
plain
oatmeal?
oatmeal.
It's really good.
Ew. I mix plain
It's so
oatmeal
good,
with
dude.
I do one packet of the strawberries and cream with 3 packets worth of just plain old out of a cylinder oatmeal mixed in. So I'm like, there's a small amount of flavor in there, and it's mostly water with a dash of whole milk.
Why don't you just put fruit in it?
Yeah,
No,
put
no.
freeze dried fruit in it, bud.
No, just oatmeal.
All right. You know what? To each their own. Not even gonna argue on
yeah.
that one. I mean, I don't really like oatmeal in the first place.
Oh, I
Oh, I love
fucking
oatmeal.
love
I
oatmeal.
can eat plain oatmeal, but I usually prefer give me that sugar.
I specifically wake up early before work to make eggs and hash browns and toast and everything.
You know what you
'Cause
might try, not to detract for too long,
Yeah.
but you know what you might want to try is one of my favorite breakfasts for if I'm busy and on the go is refrigerator oatmeal. So you get a ball jar and you put the oats in there and the milk overnight, and then in the morning it's already swollen up and you just eat it like cereal out of the jar.
might have to try that.
Yeah.
I normally
Talking
do
about
breakfast
getting
first.
good.
swollen.
Oh,
Talking
yeah.
about getting
You
swollen.
open the
Chris
door,
Ellen.
the smell
Grab
is and when you step inside, there's 3 bodies in there.
Does she grab Because there's a lantern right next to the door.
Yeah. She can
right?
grab the lantern and walk in.
Yep,
Is
one
it-
hand
it's-
over her face with the handkerchief in one hand has the
Yeah.
lantern.
3 bodies in
And
there.
you go walking in as she sheds light, and you go walking in. There's only 3 bodies in there instead of the
There was
5
a-
that there were before.
Before the
Yeah, there was 5.
before the door
Yeah.
closes, I'll open it. I'll go. Where are the other 2 bodies?
Oh, we're disposing of them. And he's like, as he's pulling boots off of one of the bodies.
Did you dispose of Slashes and Stick in the Mud?
There's the 2 that we're getting rid of because you did your final
Are
investigation.
they out? Are they out yet?
They're being dragged off by a cart.
Which way?
Oh, hold on. 1 second. And he gets up and he pulls open the door, looks around the corner, and goes, I don't know where the Magister has those set to get disposed to.
All right, I'll be back. Laszlo, help him undress.
Okay.
I'm gonna go take a quick look. Cart tracks. What I'm looking for.
I'll
Specifically.
run with him.
Yeah.
I'm pretty quick.
I'm out.
They're both faster than me.
Well,
Yeah.
also just, ew.
I mean, there's no use hanging out in a gross smelling room if those aren't the bodies we're after.
Yeah.
I imagine that Oscar steps aside and immediately starts looking for tracks so he can head off, gets ready to
Yeah.
go for a jog. Even though his shoulders and back are aching, he's ready for a jog. I imagine Chris Allen comes running out the door, and it's one of those things, she comes sprinting out the door and kind of like steadies herself on like his backside, looking around behind him.
Like
Yeah.
gulps in delicious, sweet fucking air. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you, both of you, roll me perception check.
10.
This is tracking if you have it.
Yeah,
don't.
not my forte, honestly.
That okay? Yeah, sure. Not your forte.
It's really not. That was a very good roll.
Oh my god. Foxy Doxy rolls again. Oh.
Jesus. So
amazing. I'm really glad you came out with me. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I'm having a lovely time. We should do this again sometime.
Doxy's
way.
character, beauties, brains, and success. I mean, it's just.
Almost like the real Doxy.
Almost.
Hey.
Not quite though. Not quite though.
No,
quit
not
it.
quite. Yeah. She's lacking
All
the
right.
beauty. So
You point. I'm running.
So you guys are you come out there and you're trying to take in where the tracks are, and I imagine it's a combination of you being frustrated with the situation and kind of looking off where it might be. You don't see the tracks. She comes over and she puts her hand on you, steadies herself. At one point in time, almost like
Yeah.
takes the breath, and as your different perspective moment from down below, sees the subtle tracks and depression into the ground of where it was sitting as the bodies are thrown on, and the arrangement of the tracks. Kind
I
of
like
follow your
knuckle
eyes.
wrap on his armor
Yes. Which way?
and just point down
Okay.
and then to the
I-
direction they're
I
heading.
run in the direction, and
I follow
I'm
behind.
as quick as I can. No hesitation in my full armor right now. Just
The two of
charging
you
out.
guys are going to go sprinting after it to try to make sure that you can catch it, because it is not seen on the horizon from the direction that you're heading at the moment. As you're chasing after it, the town is, again, small, and there are
Yeah.
very few people in it. But I imagine you also will ask people along the way for a bit of advice of which direction to go, right?
Yeah.
To make sure you're on
Yep.
the course, which is fine. But why don't you roll for me Constitution checks?
Stamina.
Stamina. Dox, you got as much stamina as he does?
21.
I mean, there's
Not
a-
even a little bit.
Oh my god!
Mine was
Oh,
very bad.
Doxy,
Maybe I do the asking while you run ahead.
Yeah.
It's literally one of those things. As you guys are running, she's running in boots, and it's already been a long hike. Not to mention she's been out of breath because of the smell and the near vomiting. So at one point in time, you're kind of like jogging ahead, and she stops and she's like, "Oscar, one moment." She asks him, "Just keep going that way," and you like give like a nod, and you just sprint off. Doxy, he leaves you eating dirt, but that's okay because you confirm the direction to go. Right? You go sprinting after, and you just kind of, it's one of those things, if anybody here has ever been a runner before, if you've ever gotten into that, you just kind of, the only way to maintain it well is to kind of get into this mindset where maybe at first you follow your breathing, or maybe you have a mantra, whatever it is that you do, you just get into this pace, this perfect pace of not slow, not too fast, you just have a rhythm to it, and you stick to that rhythm as you
Breaking
making
that
you run.
rhythm is the worst thing you can do if you want to
It
keep running.
You get that friend that runs up next to you. How you doing? You're like, shh. You're just like-
I've never had a friend run up next to me while running. They're usually just like.
It's a new experience.
I was in the military.
you have
Did a
to
lot
have-
of group
Yep.
running.
There you go.
You have to have friends in the first place for it to happen. Is all.
Oh, don't say that.
Ooh.
I didn't mean to. I love you.
I mean, Oscar's the
holy
douchebag that just leaves everybody. So.
I mean, he knows the situation, and like, I mean, all joking about Scott now curling up under the table aside. Yeah, no, Oscar, like, fuck, that was a nigh impossible fucking skill check, huh?
That's crazy. That's like
just like,
I
I
didn't
can't believe I
mean
hit
it.
a
I'm your
21.
friend.
Holy shit.
Oh,
I
man.
think that's the highest roll of the campaign
That
so far.
is so far, yeah.
that is, and that wasn't even the highest he can go.
No, it wasn't. I can still go 3 higher. I can still go 24.
Damn.
We should have a rule where every time somebody rolls a 21 or higher, we drink. Just kidding. I think it's against TOS. So.
Oh, God.
But viewers, if you at home would like to come up with your own ways to view the show for fun,
Please feel free.
whether that be eating Cheetos as a tradition, eating pizza on
Eat
Friday
an
nights.
Oreo every time. We-
Oh, that can't be our thing. They got pizza.
Dude,
on-
Taco Thursdays! Taco Thursdays! I was like, oh
we
my
talked
God!
about this yesterday. Taco Thursdays.
I
the problem
literally
is
had
my
a
wife
taco for
hates
dinner
tacos.
tonight.
Hell yeah.
She's already
I had a
started. She's
burrito.
the Tyler of the group too. But the problem is my wife hates tacos. She hates taco seasoning. She hates everything about them. To her, tacos are like, I don't know, think of something gross. It's like cottage cheese. It's just gross.
Sex.
Delicious and
Cottage
you're
cheese is
crazy.
great. So, like, I mean, that doesn't work here.
Cottage cheese,
I'm-
is that the one that's like goopy, like grandma eats? Like,
It can be, depending
You
on the
eat
kind of-
oatmeal!
You do eat oatmeal. You have no leg to stand on here.
And
Like,
the
if
shit
we're-
that you leave in overnight, too. Not
Ooh.
even like fresh.
Nacho Thursday is also pretty good.
okay, Nacho Thursday is definitely an awesome idea. There's not, by the way, the reason why we're saying taco is because TK, Throne Keeper, like TAKO, taco, like Taco Thursday. Anyways.
Anyway.
So you had to be there.
Anyway, I rolled a 21. So
Nacho
someone
Is
Thursday.
he
just
eating
eat
Oreos? He's
Yeah.
just eating Oreos as he's running.
So you easily are able to
Nine
pace up and finds this cart being let off. Now the cart is in fact a cart attached to a mule or a donkey or whatever it is being let off. And there's a single guard that's responsible for leading it off as it goes. So you see it off in the distance. And try running and catching up to them. When you finally get there, I mean, honestly, with the 21, are you out of breath? Yes. Are you really taking any real penalties? Not with a 21. You're good, brother.
This is Oscar's jam. When he is not traveling, what do you think he was doing up in the north? He was going for morning runs for 4 hours. This is his, like, how else do you stay sane in a place like that?
And if he had rolled like a 6, he'd be like, this was Oscar's jam, but all the time up in the north, he's not
Exactly,
used to
precisely. But hey, role playing. So, hey, I would have had to roll a 0 to get a 6, just to be clear about that.
Damn.
Yep. So, anyways, yeah, no, catch up. Hold, please.
The guard does not stop. The soldier.
Yeah, I'm running up in front of the cart then, and actually just putting my hand on the mule and just saying, "No, you're gonna stop this cart, please."
Whoa. Hey, how you doing, friends? You see, as the soldier you see before you is clearly what's the word I'm looking for? Magi tier. No, not Magi. Sorry, hedge tier Gish is in front of you.
All right. Oscar puts the spear in because he was running with the spear out because where else is he gonna put it? And he puts the spear down.
The Achilles run.
Yeah, 100% the Achilles run. And he just puts the spear down and he just says, "Those bodies. I need to get a better look at one of them."
They're pretty rotted.
I know. I was looking at them earlier today.
Oh, you were?
Yes.
Something wrong with them? He says, kind of like looking into the cart and looking back at you.
Nothing in particular. It's more just that we need to identify one of them a little bit better. Now, I look him over a little bit more, and you're a Gish, yes?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
This one, and I'm assuming they're covered with a tarp right now, right?
Yeah, like a blanket thrown on
like a
them.
blanket, like a canvas.
Try to keep the
canvas,
smell and the
basically.
flies up.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull over the canvas and show the one that's got the slashes across his body. Do you recognize this individual?
He looks him over and he looks back at you and says, "Yep."
How do you recognize him?
I was the one that killed him.
Well done.
Thank you.
Now, may I ask you, did you recognize him before that?
No.
Glad to hear that. You know, he was carrying a Gish sword.
Was he? He says, looking over.
Yes,
I
he
honestly was just fighting for my life.
I understand that. If you don't mind, I'm going to just take him back for some further inspection. I look back at the road behind and I go... I kind of... before he even says anything, I start to roll this guy off of the cart and pick him up over the two shoulders and say...
That does not look... That, okay. You do what you need to, sir.
What's your name?
It's, Stevens.
Stevens. Master McLaughlin? He goes to shake hands.
He looks at your hand and goes, coronavirus.
Oscar holds the hand out.
Come on! You guys are a corpse!
A Minotaur. It's a Minotaur, man.
He's like looking and he's like...
He's got a glove on. He
Yeah.
looks, he's like, oh, hold on one moment. He pulls the glove off and then goes to shake the hand.
He will go and shake your hand.
Yeah. And then he shoves the glove back on. Nice to meet you, Stevens. You coming back to town after you do a disposal?
I will. I just need to
How are you
dispose of
disposing?
there's a pyre where we were kind of building them and, just keep them gone.
Fair enough. Well, I might be bringing this one back in the same way that I'm carrying him back now.
I'm sure I'll be back
disgusting.
with the cart by the time.
I hope so. All right. Thank you. And Oscar's going to do kind of a light jog back with this guy on his back. Yeah. He's not
I
sprinting.
imagine when you turn around, you just see Chris Ellen in the distance, like trying to jog, just like.
And Oscar just starts doing a light jog like this. Spear is over top of the body, holding the body on over the shoulders, by the way, if you're wondering about logistics.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
So you turn around and you go to start doing that jog, kind of like balancing on yourself. And you take those first couple of steps.
Yep.
His head's gonna fall off.
Oh, absolutely.
Hold on 1 second.
Dude, that guy sounded shady as hell.
Oh, absolutely.
As the guy actually attacks you from behind.
Oh, good fucking luck. I'm still 14 defense.
Oh, well, it's less because of the fact that you are,
-2. Shield's not on.
Yeah,
presently.
-2, so 12, but also you're completely caught off guard. So, it's an
So he gets a
additional-
+1. He gets a +1 to his attack.
So that's a 10 total, so you have a 12 against the 10. That, unfortunately, is still not good enough. It's one of those things where you got
He
on your
gets stunt
shoulder.
points. He gets stunt points.
He does
Only-
get
only
stuff
if you
points,
succeed,
but
though,
only
right?
Success. Yeah.
Can't.
Right?
Yeah,
You can't
I
use
guess
that
that's-
in a combat where you fail.
Well, in that case, then the
So what
body
happens
is getting
is-
chucked over my
What
head.
happens is you get it up there, you get it, and you go to take like 2 steps forward, and literally as you take that second step forward, you hear the blade come out of the sheath just in time. That as he lunges forward over at like one of your kidneys from behind,
Yeah.
you
Shield's
quickly
on my back
step
right
to the
now.
side. You know what I mean?
Shield's on my back right now. I actually use the shield
Oh,
to
there you go,
block
yeah.
it to the side. And then turn
Achilles!
around. Body go exactly. Where do you think the inspiration for this character came from?
Hey, chat! I need you guys to do some beautiful Photoshop for me. We need images of Brad Pitt from Troy with Will's face thrown on it. So if you want to grab a couple of images of Will's face, throw them on there. It'd be great. I'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
Big love.
So
The person with the best one, I'll give 2,000 daddies to.
oh shit.
1,000? Oh,
That's so many. So body's getting chucked over, shield getting grabbed, spear turning around right over top of him. Oh, Steffens, that was a bad idea.
Roll initiative. And let me come over to your page so I can get initiative set up correctly for you over there. Bum, bum.
what do I roll to strip?
let me know when you want me to roll.
You are clear to do initiative now, sir.
13.
Let's do this over. Oh, here's a comfortable spot over here.
I knew this guy sounded shady as hell.
Oh,
man.
absolutely. I was fully prepared to get attacked here, and it was just like
Give me 1 second to get your the actual minis over here for you. Doxy, honestly, no offense, you're so far away.
Okay.
Do you want to be a part of this combat if you can try to get there, or are you like, no, I'll let him take care of it?
I would try. Like, if I saw
Sure.
him
Then
fighting, I would try to catch up.
I'll bring you in. Give me 1 moment. Kappa.
Man, he even saw my shield because my cloak is not on right now because it is currently underneath 2 dead bodies in a morgue.
Cool. And I am adding you in there right now. Add turn. I need you to roll yours
Put my
as well,
number in
Dox.
there. There we go. It did not go.
Cool. And then we have this other guy's gonna roll his as well.
Well done.
Ooh, I rolled very well.
That is a very good roll.
But not first, but still pretty damn good. So, Doxy, you actually get to go first. Now, again, you're a considerable distance away. One of those they can see you off in the distance. Your speed is what?
12, yeah.
Oh, wow. You actually have a really high speed. And she can run and move for the total
3
of
times, so 36.
36. Doxy, if this combat's going on in... what's the range of your crossbow? Do you know?
It is 60.
Ooh. 2 rounds of running, and you can shoot with your crossbow, and then you'll be at that point in time 60 meters. So you can just keep moving in from there, okay?
Okie doke.
Beautiful. Sir, it is
him
Crystalline,
before me.
you just did 1 round of running.
Okay.
It's actually this guy's turn.
Mm-hmm.
He
I
goes,
have my shield out.
he goes,
now.
you're just too curious, aren't you? And he's actually going to come at you again with the sword.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he is. Now he's trying to hit a 14.
I want you to notice something. The sword is actually in his left hand.
Yeah.
And it is not a Gish sword.
Yeah.
14 hits, doesn't it?
14 hits. Roll
Yes!
damage, buddy.
Okay. Let me get my damage all set up here.
So it wasn't his sword.
I should probably just have it so I roll both at the same time. But here we go. 7 points of damage. -5, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That's a big old 2. All right. My turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to quickly take a look at the actions here to see if there's anything I want to do with my minor action.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, guard up. I'm going to do guard up, but I'm going to do it after I do my major action, I think. Actually, you know what? Maybe not. No, you know what? I'm not. I'm gonna do press the attack as my thing here. So if he tries to run away, I'm gonna be chasing him. But I am gonna attack first with the spear.
Okay.
It's a 16 to hit.
Isn't there a all out or something? No, stand firm.
There's an all-out attack.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
your
major action.
Yeah,
Plus
but
one
I'm
minus
not
your
doing that
defense,
because I don't want to take the -1 to defense.
Jesus,
That's something like
16 chance to hit. Oh god, yeah,
Yeah.
you hit. Oh my
Okay.
God.
That'll be 9 damage to him.
He has a minus to that, so I'll keep track. So that's going to be, thank you. All right, so after that is going to be Oscar Crystalline's turn. You can double run. So next turn you'll be able to fire with the crossbow if you want to. Okay?
Excellent.
Because you're now 60 away. It's his turn again. He is going to, as he takes the hit, he goes, oh no, you're going to die today. And he goes and takes another attack against you.
Wish him the best of luck.
That is a taunt.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. If I had the stunt points for it, let me tell you.
Can I fire a magic missile?
No.
Oh, if only. If only.
Okay, so no, this is gonna be like this. It's gonna be like this. So that's a major attack, and he's actually going to minor. I can actually aim.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Applying this there. Bam. So 14 chance to hit is gonna be his thing.
That's a hit.
And 9 points of damage
Yep,
to you.
so 4.
As he's like, oh, you're gonna die today. You're like, best of luck. He's like, ugh. He's like, you're not the first Venator I fought.
Well, I'm gonna be the last. And I'm guessing it's my turn here now at this point. So,
Josh, can you address Naga's question at the bottom of chat? Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'm looking.
let's see here. Minor actions. Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not aim? Why not follow his lead here and aim with my attack, and then try and strike him? Ooh, 12. That's low, but with one stunt die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, does it hit?
A 12 is not. Oh, actually, hold on. A 12. Oh, shit, a 12 hits because I did all-out attack last time, which is why I got extra damage.
There you go.
So actually, it's usually a 13, but I all-out attack. No.
Yeah, there you go. So I mean, that one stunt point, I am gonna use it to do skirmish, and I'm just gonna move to the side a little bit to clear a shot for Chris Ellen.
Okay.
Essentially just sidestepping a little bit as he goes, and then rolling for the damage here. That's another 9 damage.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was really nice of you to do that for me, but she's gonna keep running towards you.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, at any time when you decide to shoot this boy, if you decide to shoot this boy, I just want you to have a clean line of sight. And I also don't want him to be looking at you. I want him to be focusing on me so he doesn't know there's another person coming at him.
Well, I'm also going to throw a wrench into
you're about to just yell at him.
Yeah.
Huh?
Do you just do like a double run, so you're moving to 36 again, Docs? So you're 24 away. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to, just for flavor, be training my crossbow on him. And I'll say, you're outnumbered. Lay down your weapons. I can give you safety if you can give me answers.
He says, no, he actually doesn't respond. He just like looks up at you, looks over at Oscar, and he doesn't say it like loud enough for her to hear. She's like running in a good distance away, but he looks at you and says, "One at a time," and then continues to like press. So that was her turn. It's now his turn.
14 again, trying to hit.
I'm gonna go with the same method.
Yeah, another all-out
Do
attack.
I not even get to roll a persuasion for that?
Not yet,
18
unfortunately.
hit. Holy shit, and that's what?
Oh, duh, because I
I get
used my whole turn
6 stun
running.
dice.
Well, so far you've taken me down 6 HP. Let's see what you do with it, boy.
Listen. You
Wow.
motherfucker. Listen,
I
you
taught
motherfucker.
chat, you taught DM. What's more dangerous?
Oh, definitely DM. I'm living wild, boys. Living wild. You've already done 6 damage to me as well. You've already doubled it with the damage that you already did. So we'll see what you do.
Hold up. I am going to. He's gonna get cute. He's gonna get cute.
Oh, I
here.
like
With
it.
6, this is what he's gonna do. You say that. You take. First, I'm gonna roll an additional d6. So 1d6.
Right. So he's using, what is that?
Mighty blow. So
Mighty
13
blow.
points of damage. As he steps forward, he stabs you in the side, and like as you go to throw your shield in the way there, as you go to throw your shield in the way, he actually stabs a little bit lower than you expect it to with the shield stabbing you there. And then because your shield has opened up an opportunity on the side, he actually drops low and sweeps out your legs. So you end up falling backwards on your ass, and then right as you hit the ground, his foot is planted. He steps up and kicks your sword to try to kick it out of your spear. To kick it out of your hand and away, disarming you as well. But to do that, we have to make an opposed attack roll. If I win, your weapon goes away. Right. So you roll and I roll.
Attack roll. Yes.
So this is yep.
That's an 18 from me.
It's gonna be a hard number to beat for me. And this is, yeah. Okay, so I try to kick it away, but you keep it in your hand. So he stabs you, sweeps out your legs, drops you to the ground, and kicks your hand, but you do not let go of it, and you get the gloved hand to protect you. Yeah. So, beautiful. Either way, you took that 13 minus whatever.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oscar, you're prone. You're on your ass.
Well, guess what? Minor action is standing up. And then I'm going to stab him, weirdly enough.
Weirdly enough. I'm surprised knocking somebody prone doesn't require
a contest.
Yeah.
17 to hit.
course, heads. It's one of those, I imagine you stab on the way up, too.
7 damage. Oh, yeah, it's very much just an up and through where he tried to kick from. So, like, into the inner thigh is where that's one going. And he just says, I'm not going to kill you today. But I will kill you. And then he pulls the spear out.
Roll me a intimidation on that one, sir.
Why does he get to roll, but I didn't get to roll? He used up all of his stuff.
Your person yelling as you're running out of breath from a distance, and he's standing there.
That's 10. Well, with 2 on the stunt.
Okay.
Which, this is more role play, right?
It is. 10's not that intimidating though, so
it's up to you.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to allow. Yeah, I'm not going to allow stunt on this one. 10's
Fair
not
enough.
that intimidating. Doxy, it's now your turn. You were 24. One simple minor move is going to get you up to, what's that, 12 away? You're right there. 12.
I'm going to do that.
It's 36 feet, right? So.
And I do have my crossbow on him.
Yep. So now.
And I will say, and I'm trying to persuade him, just for the record, lay down your weapons. I heard him say he won't kill you today, but he will make you suffer.
Roll your persuasion.
Much better if you do than I do. Much better if you do than I do. With the 3
There's
stunt
3 stunts.
Flirt!
Not quite. 4 is flirt. 4 is flirt.
Let me take a look at what I can do here.
Object of your attention?
I mean,
maybe not.
sway the crowd. Maybe
no. Sway the crowd is
sway the crowd doesn't
not
help.
good.
And another
Makes me wonder.
Yeah, stun silence could work.
Oh, you're doing role playing. Okay.
What were you looking
No,
at?
I want him to
I was
talk.
looking at exploration.
Yeah, true.
I was thinking makes me wonder because then you can do a perception check at no cost.
No. It's roleplay.
Okay.
You make a joke out of it.
Oh,
I was
you could do
thinking here's another thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that makes the most sense, I think.
Go ahead. You manage to weave a second thrust into the conversation, primary into that calls for a test. If your description supports it, if relevant, you make an additional test as part of your action before anyone else has a chance to respond. So what's this additional test you're trying to throw into there?
Maybe bargaining. Maybe I would be like, lay down your weapons and I will grant you safety.
By safety, you mean like, so just to be clear, by safety, are you trying to say like, we won't hurt you, which has already been established, or you're saying we might let you free? Like
Exactly.
You go? Okay.
You might survive this encounter. Or not just this encounter, but the entire
The next one, too.
encounter.
Yeah. So, well, again, that's already kind of been established with what he said and what you've said.
I mean, he might walk away from us.
Okay, freedom. Just making sure that you can roll that bargaining check.
Pretty good.
And I don't get to use stunt dice on this, I don't think.
Okay. So you can't use stunt, but it's a 16 followed by a 16. Holy shit. So you say that as you're running up or whatever. He's already taken some hits. He's actually going to hang back for a second, and before he attacks, he looks at you, Venator, and says, I don't know who she is, but your honor on her word?
My honor on her word.
He looks down at himself. He's bleeding. He's hurting. I mean...
Oscar puts the spear up, ready.
I'll soothe it. I will.
It's your choice.
He does he doesn't want to completely take you out of his sight, but he does side glance at an opportunity to retreat. Looks back. He doesn't lower his guard by any stretch and says, ask your questions. And with that, we end tonight's session.
Oh, bud.
Oh, man. Oh,
That
man.
was an
I knew
actiony dude.
I knew that was shady as hell.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like...
100%. When he didn't take my hand, I knew.
No,
Right
it's
then
just
and
the way
there.
he was acting originally. It was
Oh,
like
yeah, no,
he's so like
absolutely too.
standoffish.
I mean, like the not taking the hand, like that has been established throughout so far that soldiers will either bow slightly to their superiors or outstretch hand to someone who they view as a colleague. And he didn't take the hand of someone who would have been his superior, which would have been a deferential move on Oscar's part. So
I was waiting for you to specifically mention something like, "Oh, I look over the soldier. Does anything stand out about them?" And be like, "Well, it looks like he's a left-handed soldier."
Mhm.
Like I wanted to point out details like that.
Yeah.
The grip of his blade looks a little different. You know, like.
uh-huh.
Oh, but
No.
I got a free attack from behind. I just rolled
And look
horribly.
at how well that worked out.
Oh, it just sucks.
Look at how well that worked out. Look, this is the one thing that Oscar's good at, so I was really excited. Just not die.
I mean, you just solo battled pretty much someone for a couple of rounds.
I want to note I'm at 40 out of 54 health.
Oh yeah, he's actually not. He's fucked up.
40 is
Daelric.
my full health.
He's more injured than you are, but he's not completely out. The combat's not. The combat.
Oh.
If it was just the two of you, he still would have gone. But now it's 2-on-1. This is where it's less luck of the dice and more odds are against him. So.
Yeah, I mean, and I was fighting very conservatively there to start because I'm just waiting for Crisellan to arrive. If Crisellan didn't arrive, I would have been doing more all-out attacks and doing more like positioning, maneuvering. But it was ultimately just, I'm going to buy time. I'm going to buy time. This is the right move. So,
Well,
It was the right move.
I thought so.
IMO.
Well, Oscar knew he needed to make Crisellan trust that he wouldn't just kill someone outright.
Yet. So I hope you guys enjoyed what you've discovered so far, the session so far. Certainly we'll have to wait a whole week. It feels so painful waiting a whole week for another session to release more info. But I mean,
Let's go tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, instead of regicide, we'll just do this tomorrow?
Yeah,
Okay.
that
Okay.
seems totally
Yeah.
reasonable.
Hey,
I'll
guys.
even talk like this for a while, so that you can feel
Hold on,
happy.
how do- Okay, hold on. How do I make myself sound like Rena?
I mean, you could just
no,
totally,
don't.
I don't know.
No.
Because
Nope.
All your lines for
Vinegar.
you, and you do all my lines for me.
There you go. There you go. That works. That works.
I mean, you could just be messy instead there.
No, why would I do that?
I mean, technically
Messi
speaking,
is awesome.
Yeah,
technically
that's-
speaking, Laszlo's currently in Messy's spot, and you're currently in. So I guess you're the snake boy.
So I'm just like, Florida's cool. Florida's awesome. Florida's amazing. Florida's great.
No.
Florida's great.
You have to totally not pay attention at all to what's going on and play a banjo.
Oh yeah, and I can't be happy.
Hold on, I need some
That
clown
was a
makeup.
really good Messi impression, dude.
Hold on, so I need some clown makeup and to be looking this way, and I need an afro.
Don't buy an afro wig. People might misinterpret it. But okay, cool.
Nice way to end it.
Yeah, good.
I love that you choked on your own dick in the last quarter there. That was pretty good.
Choked on my own dick.
You joke.
Nothing. Hi, everyone. Thanks for watching. Hi. Thank you. This was a really fun session, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a good time.
That was the last of the
I
third
know.
session.
I know. By holding it off until next session, I get
Look,
to make.
I really needed to draw some attention away from Josh for that, so I taunted you, Scott. I hope that's okay with you.
Yeah, sure. That's why. Chat.
If they drop a trump card next session with her and
Oh,
him there,
God.
imagine reinforcements coming to lend him aid.
I mean, I'm not there. I'll be fine. Laszlo will go on.
Ooh, fortune's favor. He gets on his knees and proposes to Crisellan and is like, "No, I will give you all of the secrets, please, please." Or a curse. As you guys are having a conversation, Crisellan steps inside of a pothole, breaks her heel, and tumbles to the ground, accidentally
Please don't
misfiring
hurt
and shooting
Crisellan.
you in the
I love
ass.
her so much. I love chat room.
She's so nice.
I love
compared
her
to us.
so much.
You have
I'm very
over
attached to
10,000
her after
insexual?
the.
Sorry! Exclamation point! Daddies. Go ahead, Doxy.
Oh, I'm just very attached to her. I got very attached to her very quick. It usually takes me a little bit to get warmed up to a character, but Crisellan is just. I love her. Please don't hurt her.
It
love
takes a
you.
lot to kill a character, to be fair.
I'll send nudes. I won't send
Of
nudes.
Chrysalin.
I never specified nudes of who.
It's a lot of stick figures, but
Instead,
whatever.
it will be nudes of me. Sorry, everybody. Gouge your eyes out now. Save
Daddy's
yourself.
doesn't work. Isn't there? I'm gonna have to remember how I had that set up originally, so Daddy's will show you.
got it because it was before you did
No,
your
I knew
switch.
that. I'm surprised it
this-
stopped working.
How?
Snaga's not there because I asked somebody to tell me what it used to say, and it was Anno, I think, and Anno didn't remember what it used to say. So I was like, he's like, you have to put it back. I was like, what did it used to say? He's like, I don't know. I was like, then I can't help you. Go ahead.
I'm actually looking forward because we have to talk as a group and see what the new redemptions might be for this campaign, and I'm really looking forward to see what you guys come up with.
Yeah. Also, Josh has to make a macro for the sheets that we can.
Oh, and wait, I'm in this. Yes, I'm unbiased.
It also whispers PCs, but doesn't tell me. Awesome. I think it said more than just that, but that's okay. So, anyways, okay. Let's do our outros. I believe I'm going to go to you first because I believe you said that this week you were pretty sure you're going to be able to make an announcement. So talk to us there, sir, man, boy, sir, if an announcement can in fact be made.
This is one of those things where we got delayed a little bit and we have to announce tomorrow. So the best thing you can do is stay tuned actually to Twitter's for, and this is, I'm throwing out some names here. So just a little bit of a teaser for what's been being worked on. You can follow Twitters for myself, for Doxy, for Josiah Ambrose, who goes by Dungeon Papa on Twitter, and for Ollie, at Ollie Rant. And we've been working on a secret project, and we're about to announce it tomorrow, which is super exciting. And Doxy and I have been pretending not to like each other all that much so that we didn't rouse suspicion. That's why she got mad at me when I killed someone today.
That's why I got mad.
That's why. There's no other reason. But no, secret announcement. It's coming out tomorrow.
I just want you to know today's the 13th. So
yeah, officially. Yeah, it is. So
it's also the 13th in England. It's also the 13th for Doxy.
It's also Friday 13th, so he said yesterday. He said
And Dungeon
tomorrow,
Papa's on
today.
the East Coast too, so it's also the 13th for him.
It's just me, but they have to wait for me.
Okay, so I guess we're streaming for another 2 hours and
All right.
53 minutes.
All right. It's actually only 1 hour and 53 minutes, cause time change.
Oh, yeah, yours didn't change yet?
No, it did.
Oh.
It's 10:07 right now.
Oh, okay.
1 hour.
No, my math was just bad. That's all.
Yeah.
My math was just bad. That's all.
Yeah.
Bad math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Well, Doxy, is there something else that you also do not want to announce?
There sure isn't.
Okay.
You can follow me on twitch.tv/ZER0DXY, but if I get worse instead of better, then my channel is gonna continue to plummet into oblivion. Yay!
But can we call it twitch.tv/Oubliette? A place for
The
forgetting?
oubliette? Holy shit, I can't believe that you just made that reference. That's amazing. I mean, an oubliette was a real thing before the labyrinth, but everybody knows it because of the labyrinth.
Of course. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, Goblin King, wherever you may be.
Would you want me to play with balls for you?
I want you to move the stars for no one. I can out fucking labyrinth quote you all day, bud.
You will
I
100%
promise.
across the board. Absolutely. There are movies that I'm like, no, I got you. That is not one of them. So, great movie, though. Great movie. And
You could probably take me in Princess Bride.
Oh god, and Hocus Pocus, Princess Bride, Hocus Pocus. He got those, and Disney movies. He's pretty good at Disney songs too.
I know.
Princess Bride, I
Hocus
might have a
Pocus.
contestation there with you, Scott, because
I
I've
don't
seen
know,
it.
buddy.
I think close to 63 times now.
I wish it's only been 63 times.
That's
no
good.
exaggeration.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
We'll have to have a conversation sometime because clearly
be
we
fair-
both have an addiction.
To be fair, he has to win because that's like the first movie him and his wife watched.
No, that's
Ah.
true.
So-
That's not true. That's not the first movie we watched. It was at a party that we were hanging out together at my place. We argued over who knew more about that movie and Batman, and I won both, according to me. According to her, she won both because she has a Batman tattoo.
Oh.
I said that I had to teach her all the Batman villains aside from like the Joker and Mr. Freeze. So I was like, her favorite one was the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's not a real Batman fan, okay? Like that's not a real Batman.
Wow,
Poison Ivy's awesome.
To be fair, Val
Gatekeeper.
Kilmer is a great Batman. He's a phenomenal Batman and Bruce Wayne.
That one was
It was a
Clooney.
great Bruce. Val Kilmer was a
Oh, you're right.
fucking
That was
amazing
the
Bruce.
Clooney one. Good call. My bad. My
Val Kilmer was
fault.
a great Bruce Wayne, but a
That was
terrible
nipples.
Batman.
Big
Okay.
disagree.
But Clooney was a horrible Batman and Bruce Wayne, and Michael Keaton was the best Batman, not a good Bruce Wayne. So if you could have Val Kilmer and Michael Keaton,
To be fair,
Just
those
tag
movies
team
are all
the
like
role.
all those movies are like standalones. They don't really go
Except-
together at
except-
all.
except you had Michael Keaton in two of them.
Yeah, but whatever.
By
I
the
mean,
way,
what's his face? Captain
Michelle
America's two
Pfeiffer.
different.
Michelle Pfeiffer. Oh man, she was amazing. Best Catwoman. Michelle Pfeiffer, so good. I mean, Anne
Dude,
Hathaway's
that shit was
Catwoman
cringy
boring.
as shit, though.
No, she was amazing. Anne Hathaway's Catwoman was like weird and no thanks. And
They're all better than the Halle Berry Catwoman.
okay, but
though.
Halle Berry
Yeah.
Catwoman was
Like Chef's Kiss. Don't get me wrong, but holy shit, it was bad.
it was a horrible movie. Horrible movie. You just press mute and sat back. You know what I mean?
Just watch Swordfish.
Oh god, except those are stunt tits. So
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Are they
okay,
really?
okay.
Oh,
We've really
no.
gone off the rails here. I'm not feeling good. Let's.
All right, come check me out. I'm on Funny One. You can check out my Twitch channel. I stream 3 times a week. I stream 3 times a week at night, and then every day during the day for a couple of hours, just to like while my daughter naps. This week's been kind of rough because of the time change, but I'll get back to my schedule next week. And check me out on Monday because I GM a Call of Cthulhu game, and it's way different than D&D. But if you want to still try out tabletop games and see the different spectrum, come check it out. Thanks.
woot woot. And everybody, please be safe out there. I'm not saying glue yourself to the TV for updates. But just be mindful, be careful. We care about you. We care about ourselves. Everybody just be safe because it's no jokes what's going on. So I guess that's our PSA. Goodbye, everybody. I guess we'll come back tomorrow night to replace Regicide because fuck that crew. Bye. Bring your
Where's
pizza.
Rachel? Where's Rachel?
Where's Rachel?
Where's Rena? Because we're replacing
Where's
her. Where's Rena?
Where's Rena? Poor Rena. Bye, everybody.